Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Clark, let's take a look at the Thunder for just a second. What's the key for them?
Well, Kevin, I think it starts with making the most of every possession. They led the league in turnovers last season, and Kevin, that was their Achilles heel. It's something they've tried to address in the offseason. We'll see if they can avoid miscues and protect the rock.
Clark, how about this Miami team? What's the key?
Thunder substitution, Darius Grant.
And here are the Thunder now.
Darius Grant.
Wade with it. Inside to Beasley. Lays it right in.
That's a good example of excellent communication. The nice lead pass led his teammate right to the rim for the basket.
And here is Durant to Grant. Leads him with the pass. Jammed down with one hand by Green.
There's high percentage shots, and then there are 100% shots. That's as close as it gets right there.
Wade with it. He's covered by Westbrook. Francis. The three. Grant snags it.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
And Durant gets it to go.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
The Heat on offense. 6-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
You know, Kevin, I think it sort of came down to the fact they did not have to deal with a lot of pressure from the defense they were facing. Had they been up against a good defense, it could have easily been a different story.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Here's Westbrook to Harden. Let's go with a three. Haslem snatches the defensive rebound. Francis, he's covered by Westbrook. Puts up the baby hook. Hits the front rim and in.
He's typically not the first or even the second option on offense, but you need your role players to hit shots when they're called upon.
On defense, Miami, trailing by 4. Grant backs in. 5 on the shot clock. From inside, finishes with the soft touch.
And right now, Kevin, they're getting everything they want and sending a message while they're doing it.
And here is O'Neal. From just inside the arc, good. Here's Westbrook. About 8.5 minutes left in the first. Lead pass. Here's Harden. Connects from in close. You talked about sending a message, Clark. This certainly is one way to do that.
Boy, it really is, Kevin. I mean, it's demoralizing to a defense when you can't and don't consistently get stops.
Now Haslem to Francis. Haslem a screen. 6 seconds to shoot. Wade. And it's Durant with the rebound. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Grant. Haslem snatches it inside. Miami trailing. Haslem connects on the baseline jumper.
Nice screen to set up the J. Excellent offensive execution right there.
To Grant. Leads him in. Here's Harden. Kisses it off the glass and in. He's got 6.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
Wade with it. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. O'Neal backs down. Good from 11 feet out. O'Neal, a 6-time NBA All-Star. He's had a litany of injuries, knee, shoulder, and so on. He's been the most improved player in the NBA. He began as a teenager with the Portland Trail Blazers. This guy has seen a lot, and he has done a lot.
Yeah, this relatively young but long career, this guy has been terrific, but the injury's starting to catch up. You know, he started basketball as a 6'4" guard in high school, so he's got decent ball handling and passing ability, but he's also been a force blocking shots and rebounding the basketball.
Miami on D. Jermaine O'Neal missing his last shot. Harden from short range. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. They get Jermaine O'Neal.
Number 13, shooting one.
Good for the three-point play. Wade with it. Just over 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Grant.
Outstanding jump on the ball, Kevin.
Whoa! Rips it down with one hand.
Great D leads to easy offense.
Coach Spoelstra wants a timeout. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
There were no surprises in the series last season, beating these guys pretty soundly both games.
Wade with it. Not on the scoreboard yet. Here's Wade, dumps it off. Beasley dives for it, and it's hauled in by Durant.
He got too casual with the ball there, and it led to a steal.
Puts up the baby hook. That's good. You know, Clark, it can be a point of pride. Hey, you know, we split 1-1 with the marquee team from the other conference. But, you know.
You know, it's something to point to, Kevin. You know, when your overall season is a disappointment, that's something that you can look at and say, hey, progress.
Here's Westbrook. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Durant. Nails the easy jumper. He has 6.
You know, the development of Kevin Durant as an NBA player is kind of unique. I mean, he's a big guy, a long, tall guy, 6'9", but he grew up actually learning the skills of a smaller player. And he's actually put that on display a number of times during his one-year career at Texas, and then certainly in his couple of seasons in the NBA. This is a skilled big guy who's comfortable playing out on the perimeter. They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
Wade with it. He's covered by Westbrook. His first shot of the game. Wade gets the bucket.
I tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
And here are the Thunder now. They're leading by 8. That's good.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his tracks, and it freed up the easy basket.
Coach Spoelstra signals for a timeout.
I'm the reason everybody fired up this evening. I'm exhausted.
Let's take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. And you look at Wade, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
What makes him one of the very best at coming up with steals? He's got the long reach, the long arms, but he's got quickness and anticipation as well. And it's one thing to have those ingredients, but it's another to use them smartly at the defensive end of the floor. And for a coach to have a guy like this, it really frees you up. You just let this guy roam, and he's going to make plays for you at the defensive end.
And it's the Thunder with the ball after the miss by the Heat. And Durant gets it to go.
This is how they've built an early lead, a relentless and punishing inside game.
Wade with it. Here's Beasley. The handoff to Francis. Beasley the screen. 5 on the shot clock. With 1 on the clock, the shot by Wade no good.
Well, so far they're showing a slight edge in rebounding to start the ball game.
Green. Whoa! 2 hands for safety. And here comes Wade. Coach Spoelstra calls a timeout. They are showing an edge, but it's pretty close to even at this point.
Yeah, and you know what, Kevin? It's going to come down to who wants it more. They need to keep up the pressure and add to it if they can. Increase that pressure a bit.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Oklahoma City. Long way to go still in the season, but even so, they've got the top spot. And of course, New Orleans, a game behind. Wade with it. Chalmers inside. And here is Chalmers to Beasley, to the elbow. Here's Francis, off the mark from 3.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
To the left block. And here is Green. O'Neal's there. From close range, almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
Second team foul.
They get Jermaine O'Neal.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Here's a guy in Jeff Green who played at Georgetown for John Thompson III, so you know he's had some good coaching.
Yes, sir.
Now he comes to the NBA. I think he's been very solid so far.
Extremely solid, Kevin. And he's a guy that I think needs to be more assertive in his game. He's got a lot of talent, can do a lot of things, but right now I think he's a jack of all trades, a master of none. He needs to find 1 or 2 things to take to the next level so that he can be a high-volume producer. And I think he can do that as a scorer and as a defender.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 13-point game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They did a lot of things right. An awful lot was done right, especially at the offensive end. I thought they did a nice job exploiting every possession. They were smart with the ball, and they really looked very fluid. Nothing was forced. There's another example, Kevin, of how they're hustling to all the missed shots to get an edge in the rebounding area.
Here's Francis. Count the baseline J. And it's that hustle, Clark, that translates into more opportunities, getting going fast here.
Yep, exactly right. They're really going after it to start this game. A nice, good start for them.
The Thunder got out to a good start.
Well, they're really keeping the ball moving. It's hopping back and forth. That kind of unselfish play yields highlights and also wins.
We're at the end of 1, and it's already a double-digit lead. The score, 40-27. Welcome back. Second quarter action coming your way. The first quarter was a story of domination. Let's see if it will hold up here.
I'm the reason everybody fired up this evening. I'm exhausted.
And here is Chalmers. And looking forward to next Sunday at the Staples Center, it's going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. That one's scheduled for tip-off at 6:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
Chalmers, the rebound by Jeff Green. Here's Oklahoma City. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And here is Green. He's got 8. Here's Grant. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Not a bad foul there, Kevin. You don't want him to get the easy layup.
Good on number 2. And here is Chalmers. Here's Beasley. No good. And the Thunder go the other way.
They've been really strong on the glass thus far.
Sure have. Green backs him down. Grant. Here's Durant. Cleans up the mess with the savage put-back flush. And here is Chalmers. Beasley the screen. McGlure was parked down low and got hit with the 3-second call. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. And you look at Durant, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd league. And, of course, Dwayne Wade. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
Field goal percentage is always a function of the kinds of shots you take. And this guy here, I tell you what, not only does he make a high percentage of his shots, but he takes good shots on a regular basis.
Spot again, moving the movement, man. Same two-step, leaving a shoot print. And I'm doing again. Hopefully with you and your friend. Call you up around 10. Round 10, leave the lights on. You a message. Kelly, call me home and I'm doing it. The first round, 2 with a ding, ding, ding. Go ahead, sing. Blink, blink, blink. Now, things whenever my mood swings. Boom, bada, bang, yo, whenever I do things.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Orlando. Right now, they're off to a fast start. First place in the conference. And, of course, the Heat, a few slots below them. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. It's a 16-point game. And looking forward to next Sunday, it'll be Paul Pierce and the Boston Celtics. They find themselves out in New York to face the Knicks. That'll tip off at 1 o'clock Eastern Time.
You always want to get out of there with a win in that one.
So true. So it's Miami now. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. McLaurin was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Let's take a look around the NBA yesterday. Out at the Bradley Center, a win for the Bucks as the Dallas Mavericks are defeated. It's a road loss for the Bobcats. The Magic took that one. There's the Hawks taking the win in Atlanta. The Blazers dropping that one. And that's all we have for you right now. And Durant gets it to go.
He's looking to have a big game. He did a solid job in the first, but is building on that now here in the second.
Oklahoma City on D. Francis is called for charging, and that's his second foul of the game. And a moment to check out Miami, who they've got coming up. They'll be playing the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Westbrook.
They're playing them tight all the way up the court right now. Full court man-to-man deep.
Here's Green. Takes it up. Can't hit. And it's the Heat taking it the other way. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. To Wade. Francis. Can't put an end to the run.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
To Harden. Open look. It falls short. A difficult situation for Miami. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Wade gets the bucket.
Great vision on display there. The pass led him perfectly to the basket. That's how you do it.
Here's Westbrook. Right around 9 minutes left in the half. Green backs down. Harden. He's off from 3.
You can't usually afford to leave him alone out there. Big break for the defense.
Left corner. Wade with it. He's covered by Westbrook. In close. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Grant backs in. Here's Westbrook. Dumps it off. Here's Green. Hits the tray. 11 points in the game. Coach Spoelstra wants to talk it over.
Never dreamed of being nothing less. On the court in New Jersey, tangled up inside the nets. Pace yourself, young, and start chasing the bucks. And you can bypass the moon like a rocket. Everything in pocket. V12 whistling.
There's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. You look at Green, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
Simply put, he has in the gym range. As soon as he's in the building, he's within range. I mean, one of the absolute best three-point shooters we've had in the league in the history of the game. This guy is deadly from behind the three-point line.
It's in for 3. Nice bucket by the 10th-year veteran out of Maryland. Here comes Westbrook. dumps it off. Durant. It counts. And the foul.
O'Neal.
They get Jermaine O'Neal.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
McClure is in at center. He completes the three-point play.
Kevin Durant, for me, Kevin, has one of the sweetest, easiest strokes in the league. I mean, it's amazing that a guy of his size, he's 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan, can step out there and cast threes as sweetly and as smoothly as he does. He's also improved as a rebounder in his second year in the league. I think this guy is a star waiting to blossom and explode.
The steal by Wade.
He tried to air it out. Bad pass there.
Here's Beasley from the paint.
Well, Kev, they're making a strong statement under the boards. I mean, out-rebounding by a pretty good margin here.
Here's Grant. Drops it in on the layup. Coach Spoelstra calls time. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. It's going to be Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. They'll be playing in Orlando to battle the Magic at Amway Arena. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock Eastern.
We'll see how it plays out.
Wade with it. Right around 7 minutes left in the second. Francis. No luck, and the Thunder go the other way. Here's Durant. Sinks the open shot. He's got 24.
He's really doing a nice job leading his team and setting a terrific pace this quarter. He's been absolutely dominant.
And here is Green. He's got 11.
They're showing no mercy. This lead just keeps on growing.
To end the run. And it's Durant with the rebound. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Green backs him down. The up and under. Lays it right in. 13 points in the game.
You know, Kevin, this is kind of what I expected to see from Jeff Green. I mean, he's got size, strength, athleticism, agility, skills, and when he's focused and attentive and aggressive, he can make shots from the three-point line. He can make plays for other people. He's a solid rebounder and defender and a pretty good passer. So I'd like to see him do this more often. Take charge and show everybody what he's got in his package.
And here are the Thunder now. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Grant. Kept alive. Westbrook booking off the offensive rebound.
They've really been tremendous with their second chance points here. I mean, those are backbreakers. When you can get put back, those demoralize the opposition.
Coach Spoelstra calls for a timeout. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. And you look at Wade, third in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
With his unbelievable scoring ability, he is such a security blanket, not only for his teammates, but for his coaches. I mean, this is a guy that you can count on to produce night in and night out at a high level because there's just not anything he can't do at the offensive end of the floor. That really makes the coach's job a lot easier. Just give him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Westbrook. He has 6. Right wing to Durant. Gets in close. Graceful finish. And he has 28 points for the game.
Well, he's really been big for their team, finding a way to consistently get it done on the scoreboard.
Here's Wright. Makes it from 18 feet out. Here's Westbrook. About 4.5 minutes left in the half. Cephalosha. Wright's there. From the paint, gets the lay-in.
That's a nice post move there, Kevin. He won't carry your team down on the low blocks, but he could have fooled me with that move right there.
Wade with it. To Wright. Buries the short-range jumper.
Boy, you gotta love the way he gets himself to the rack. He knows how to keep the ball away from the defenders and lay it in.
Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Grant backs down. Here's Westbrook, dumps it off. Tipped, stolen away by the Heat.
Not the right time to throw that entry pass there, Kevin.
Haslam knocks down the open jumper. 8 points for him.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit.
Here's Westbrook. 2:48 left in the second. Here's Cephalosha. Gently drops it in.
Nice feed. That's the way to keep the ball moving.
And here comes Wade. 6 points for him. Here's Wright from inside. Grant pulls it in, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. These turnovers can pile up, like you were saying, Clark, and when you cough up the rock, you're forfeiting possessions.
Empty trips, we call them, Kevin, and that's exactly what they've been doing right now. You've got to be aware of where the defense is, and you also have to be ready to be patient and make good decisions with the basketball.
Coach Spoelstra wants a timeout. O'Neal is in at center. Wade with it. Is called for the travel, and they'll turn it over. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. They'll be taking on the Los Angeles Lakers, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Timeout, Thunder.
It's amazing, I'm the reason. Everybody.
Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. You take a look at Haslam, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
Boy, his routine is flawless. He does the same thing every time, and the result is pretty much the same. Cash money from the stripe.
And here are the Thunder now to Westbrook. Off the pick, out of bounds. Touched last by the Heat. Oklahoma City is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Right wing, Harden, and Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
Tough miss. They got a good look, just couldn't capitalize.
Off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Oklahoma City on D. To Wade. The shot is off, so Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Here's Harden, in close, finishes with the soft touch. 13 points in the game.
That's the way to manufacture your shot against the taller defender. Solid effort.
Hits the quick shot. Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Here's Harden. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. Francis really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's been pouring it on in the last few minutes and has been a force offensively. Things will really start to open up for his teammates now because he demands an awful lot of attention.
And here is Chalmers. 48 seconds left in the half. Chalmers lays it in. Sweet dime to lead into the rack. 5 points in the game.
Great pass into the lane. They'll take that one every time.
To Grant. Kept alive. Left corner, Durant hits the runner from long distance. 32 points in the game.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Blocked. The Heat will hold on to it.
Almost picked it off. Still, nice hustle there to deflect the pass out of bounds.
Wade with it. He has 6. Francis in the paint. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Wade. The rebound by Grant. And that gives him a double-double. Shot is off.
Man, this is ugly, Kevin.
Yeah, it's definitely been a one-sided game so far. And that concludes the first half. The score, 75-48. Okay, it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. All right, let's look at the team stats. Oklahoma City been able to score so easy that it seems almost effortless.
Yeah, they're putting on a clinic out there, as you can see from their sky-high field goal percentage.
We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And he's been snapping that net, Kev. That's what you love to see. Buckets, buckets, and then more buckets.
Hello and welcome back. We're glad you're with us. The NBA so many times comes down to a game of runs, and we'll see if a run here will turn this thing around as we get...
Thunder substitution, Darius, Grant, and Thabo, Cephalosha.
Wade with it. He's got 8. From 17 feet out. And it's Durant with the rebound. And Clark, we mentioned his great slashing ability at the start of the game, but the defense is doing a great job of keeping him contained.
Exactly. They've kept him out of the lane, and that's been a definite plus.
Wade with it. Flushes it with the one-handed jam. 10 points for him.
Now that's a statement dunk right there, Kevin. Clear the runway for your own protection.
Here's Grant. Gets the bucket and the foul. They get Jermaine O'Neal.
First team foul.
McLaurin is in at center. Good for the three-point play. Wade with it. 10 points for him. Stolen by Grant. Now the Thunder with it. Leads him with the pass, and Green gets it to go.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Swing pass. Here's Beasley, guarded by Green. 6 seconds to shoot. Francis. The shot misses, and the Thunder go the other way.
Every time they get under the glass, it seems like they're getting all of the rebounding opportunities.
To Grant, it's tipped. The steal by the Heat. The alley-oop. Here comes Durant. He's got 36. And Clark, you were talking about rebounds. They have a double-digit advantage right now, and they're up on the scoreboard.
When you're winning the battle for rebounds, you should be scoring more points as well.
Thrown down by Grant. 12 points for him.
Too easy. Far too easy.
And Miami has possession. Here's Francis. Dunks it down with one hand. He's shooting 50% from downtown. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Here's Grant. Great finish in traffic.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Wade with it. He's got 10.
He hasn't been able to get on track here.
About 4.5 minutes left in the third. Durant drops in the runner. He has 38 in the game.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Coach Spoelstra calls a timeout. The Thunder changing it up. Wade with it. Some adjustments for both teams. And here is Chalmers. 5 points in the game. Haslam. Here's Beasley. No good. And the Thunder go the other way. Oklahoma City with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. And here is Green. Gets a good look. Gets it to go. He's got 19.
I love that they're staying aggressive and just keep piling on the point.
Haslam down low. Thomas is on him. From short range, Haslam can't get it to go.
Looked like he had the angle. That's a bad miss that close to the goal.
And here comes Wayne. 10 points for him. Here's Grant. Caps the break with the nasty stuff. He's got 16.
No answers on D. They can't do anything to stop him.
Francis. The bucket was set up with the dish by Wade, and he now has a double-double. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. To Grant. Tries to keep it alive. Thomas, that's good.
These guys are putting on a clinic. They're playing with confidence, and their offense is really flowing.
Coach Spoelstra wants to talk it over. Some changes for the Thunder. Here's Beasley. 6 points for him. And here is Green. Dumps it off to Westbrook.
And you know, despite the number of turnovers, Kevin, they've still got the lead here.
And Miami has possession. Grant gets called for the reach, and that's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul. Substitutions on
Wade with it. He's got 10.
Substitution on the court.
And here is Chalmers. The runner over Durant. Chalmers' shot is no good. And it's not too often we see a team lead when they're playing like this.
No, you're right, Kevin. I mean, this is out of the norm. Turnovers are only one part of the game, though, an important part, but they've been able to overcome them in some other areas.
Absolutely. And here is Chalmers. James Harden picking up that last basket. Here's Beasley. Durant has it, and that's his 9th rebound thus far. Deflects the pass. Here's Harden. Hits the back iron, but gets the lucky bounce. He's got 20.
Fourth quarter with a double-digit lead, it doesn't get much better than that. Way too many turnovers from him in this one, Kevin.
Grant leads the game in assists. The Heat looking for a basket to put an end to this run.
Yeah, they need a bucket soon before this gets out of hand.
Chalmers. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. We were just talking about his turnovers, Clark. He just doesn't look confident out there for some reason.
No, he's very shaken, he's uncomfortable, and he's unsure. And we all have days like that, even those of us that do our job pretty well. You just have to get focused and move on, try to relax, and try to get something good going for you.
Wade with it after the three-point attempt by the Thunder. Here's Wade. Can't hit from beyond the arc.
He's typically money from out there, but he couldn't strike that one.
And here is Green. Wade is covering. Oh, just misses, but he'll get 2 shots at the line.
That's his second personal foul.
That's on Dwayne Wade.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Green, shooting 2.
And he makes the first one.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
A different group set to go for the Heat. And here are the Thunder now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The turnover by Oklahoma City.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
Some changes for the Thunder.
West.
And here's Miami. And here is Chalmers. 7 points in the game. Down low to the perimeter. Here's McClure. Can't stop the drought.
Well, he was wide open for a reason. The D was just begging for him to attempt that shot.
Goes up. Can't get it to go. And it's the Heat taking it the other way. Right around 6 minutes left in the game. Anthony backs him down. The jump hook, and that one's good.
The defense didn't challenge the shot, didn't get a hand in his face. And from such close range, that shot's a gimme.
And here are the Thunder now. Grant. The rebound by Mario Chalmers.
He's usually automatic from that close. The defense must have affected him.
Number 9 is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul of the game.
He saved an easy bucket there with the foul. He'll make him earn them at the line.
Timeout called, the Heat. Over to you, Cheryl.
Well, I had a moment to speak with the Heat. He told his team that he wants them taking more shots from beyond the arc. He said, if you got a good look, fire it up. Don't be tentative. He's giving them the green light. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks. And here is Chalmers. He's got 7. And Miami has possession. Here's Quinn. Quinn shuts it down. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. To Eli, inside. Tries to lay it in, but it doesn't go. So it's Miami now. Francis, from close range, almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, he wanted that 3-point play. That shot came real close to going down.
He knocks down the first one. Both teams changing it up. So it's Miami now. Here's Grant. Connects. And here's Miami. Wade with it. To the middle. Haslam got a hand on it, but he stays with it. Wade with it. Here's Quinn with the clock winding down. Oh, just misses, but he'll get 2 shots at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Win. 1, 2.
And he makes the first one. The Thunder changing it up.
Substitutions on the court.
And here is Chalmers. He has 7. O'Neal backs in. Here's Wade. Cans it from in close.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Harden knocks it down from 19 feet. He's got 24.
He's found the touch in this quarter, becoming the hot hand for him.
Here's O'Neal. It's blocked, rejected, and collected. Great D by Eli. Here's Cephalosha. And here comes Wayne. 18 points for him. Tries to get it going, and the shot is good.
That was a quick shot, but when they leave you open like that, you can't pass that up.
And here are the Thunder now. Harden connects on the baseline jumper. Sweet touch by the rookie out of Arizona State. Coach Spoelstra signals for a timeout. They're down by 33. 2:09 left to the fourth. Chalmers wasn't watching the line there. That's going to be an over and back. Howard is in at center. And here is Howard.
Substitutions on the court.
And here is Chalmers. Screen by O'Neal. Thomas is on him. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Quinn. Shot is off. And Miami will go the other way with the ball. Here's Grant. Rips it down with one hand.
Way to close out an opponent. Kevin, I think we're done here.
The Heat call time. They're losing by 35. 1:20 left in the game. Both teams making some changes. And here is Chalmers. He's got 9.
Substitution on the court.
And Miami has possession. 39 seconds left to the 4th. Westbrook. O'Neal with the rebound.
An outstanding pick there, and he still couldn't get the basket. Next time he gets a look that good, he's got to make it count.
And here's Miami. Chalmers threw this one out of bounds and turns it over.
The Thunder can thank the bench for their solid play. They really are coming up big here.
It has to be nice having that kind of firepower waiting to come in off the bench.
Well, you know the starters love it when they can get a breather and the team doesn't miss a beat. It builds confidence and trust in one another when you get that kind of play.
And here are the Thunder now. 25 seconds left in the game. The Thunder cruise to a win as they blow out the Heat 127-97. For his steady play, Kevin Durant is our Jordan Brand player of the game.
Yeah, Kevin, he was really stroking it. He shot the lights out, and there was just no one out on the floor who could stop him.